Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Alana Brophy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Okay, that's just been the theme the last little bit. On and off rain showers. Just going to get them.
Yeah, thunderstorms as well, Emily. That was a great view up at Bear Lake, but we've got storms developing further south today than we did yesterday. The storms are tracking north. Dark clouds over Oak City, so Millard County tapping into this activity. So is Tooele County. Let's take a look at the storm tracker radar because we've got plenty of lightning and some gusty winds. We're going to zoom in because what you're seeing for the Rush Valley into Tooele County is plenty of lightning. 50-mile-per-hour winds embedded in this line of storms. We're also seeing penny-sized hail coming out of this, and it's going to continue to move north. So as we get through the next half hour to 45 minutes, I know taking shelter in Tooele as a result of the heavier rain that's going to come through. But anyone north of that, as these comes over the lake, could be impacted. We've got some rain showers over Utah Lake as well. There's systems near Delta, over I-15 south of Nephi, and more isolated activity in the southern portion of the state. Eastern Utah also staying very active over the Uintas towards Roosevelt. That looks nasty. Definitely going to get some strong hail with that one, and towards Colville, backside of the Wasatch, so parts of Summit County. These storms developing and just pushing through. We've seen that pattern, as Emily said, and it was the northern half of the state for the last 2 days, but we've now mixed in that isolated activity in south central Utah. Okay, look at how much snow is still in the mountains. We're talking about above average temperatures and river flooding, and then you take a look at Big Cottonwood Canyon and ooh, what a change. That was up at Brighton Silver Loop there, Silver Lake, and you can just see we've got a lot of melting to do, and as a result, our waterways, they're running high, fast, and cold. We've been talking about flood alerts for weeks, and we're going to continue with that. This is Big Cottonwood Creek, not under an alert, but this tells the story. Look at that water rushing down the mountain, and we're going to keep with that trend. A lot to still come off the mountain. Here's a look at the current flood alerts. You're going to notice northern Utah on the eastern side of the state with the most in the way of flood advisories, but we've got the Bear River, Sevier River, Ogden River on the backside of the Wasatch, and now the Logan River, all under flood warnings. Those are areas where we're dealing with flooding and dangerous conditions exist around the banks of those rivers. Flood watch for areas that could see flooding, and that includes the Little Bear River up near Hiram, the Weber River near Plain City, and the Duchesne River, part of the Duchesne River near Mighton. Now, flood advisory means minor flooding is happening, and that's on the eastern side of the state, the Dolores, Colorado, Green River towards Jensen, Utah, and another portion of the Duchesne River, all under flood advisories. You also see an advisory towards Corinne because that portion of the Bear River causing some flooding. The upside here, with all this moisture, all that record-breaking snow, is we've battled our drought monitor. It's Thursday, newest numbers out today. South central Utah holding on to moderate drought conditions, 14% of the state. That was 19% last week, so we have more gain. As you look at that yellow, that's abnormally dry. That is the lowest ranking on the drought monitor, and proud to say that, especially when you look at conditions from last year. Major progress. Two systems bringing these storms in, that area of low pressure to the west of us, sending pulses of energy, that stalled front hanging out there. And we saw that southwesterly flow bring in clouds and allow those storms to develop into tomorrow. The general threat of storms holds on for the Wasatch Front all the way down to Beaver County, as well as eastern Utah and the West Desert. A repeat performance. Cue it up again, Mother Nature says. FUTURECAST shows at 7 p.m. we've got skies with showers and storms out there for the Wasatch Front. That's going to continue as you watch. By 9 p.m. and into 10 p.m., Salt Lake County still active. We lose daytime heating and we dry for the overnight, but tomorrow we see more development. It goes further south into south central Utah, and you see how as we head into the first part of Memorial Day weekend, the chance of storms sticks around. 70s and 80s for tomorrow, upper 80s in Moab, upper 80s in St. George. Let's take a look at the next 7 days. The Washington County 7 days showing you those upper 80s and low 90s. Winds are the big talker in the south. Memorial Day at 91 with breezy conditions at times. Wasatch Front is going to see some storms. You see your Memorial Day forecast here for the whole weekend, and yeah, storms invited to camp out in Utah. We get scattered storms to isolated, so the weekend changing a little bit with the latest weather models. Monday looking more positive. Memorial Day, I know Wes wants to golf, so I'm going to tell you Monday. I originally said don't go Monday. Isolated chance Saturday and Sunday, but book it.
Maybe that's the day now.
Some of us have to work for a living. Alana.
Oh, I would.
I know you'll be off, but I'll be here.
Well, I'll golf for you.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Alana. Yeah.